And our last game. Big game. If the Lions live up to what they did last week and put all those points on the putrid Bears, this is going to be a fantastic game. We have the Lions versus the bona fide Ravens, with Ravens being favored by 4.5 and the over-under being 53.5. That is a massive number for the over-under. I mean, we talked about the Lions against the Cowboys. I mean, against the Bears. They blew the doors off the Bears. And I think that says more about the Bears because the Lions did not look that good against the Packers, but maybe they needed a game to get, reshaped, I guess, if you will, or kick it in gear. They couldn't stop them. Goff was throwing the bar everywhere. He only missed five passes. Because he was 23 for 28 against the Bears for 5 touchdowns, 334 yards. So he's spreading the ball around. I want to see more from this rushing attack. The Lightning and Thunder is not being Lightning and Thunder, especially Montgomery. He has not been doing so great so far. Gibbs did have 94 rushing yards on 12 attempts, so that is a good average there. But I want to see more from that. But most of all, I think it's his defense. Obviously, it's the defense for the Lions because the Packers put 27 on him and the Bears put 21 points on him. So 48 points. That's not so great because when you're playing a team like the Ravens who have weapons everywhere, you have the best running back and best running quarterback on one team in Henry and Jackson. And Zay Flowers, hey, look out. He's having a great year so far. So, you can't, there's no room for mistakes if you're going to try to stop the Ravens offense.
Yeah, I mean the Ravens have put up 40 and 41 points the first 2 weeks against solid teams. I mean, one was against the Browns, good defense, and then the
Good defense.
Bills, which obviously that was a shootout, but still 40 plus points in 2 games is unbelievable.
Right. I- you know, I I don't know who's going to step up. I know they have Hendricks. What's his name? Their defensive end. Is
Yeah,
it
I don't know. I know Hutchinson.
Hutchinson? You got it. He's the one. And they got the two safety duo. I like the safeties, but the corner the one corner they got in the offseason, who I was thought was like going to be a beast, and DJ Reed. Where's the help here? Because teams are passing on you. Where is it? I want to see Breon Branch is killing it. He is everywhere, but the secondary needs to step up. But they're also Davenport's questionable. Joseph is questionable. DJ Reed's questionable. Campbell's this. Well, these are all starters. They're all a little beat up. It's only the second week, so keep an eye out for that. And let's talk about the Ravens. They did, and this says more about they did. This is why I'm talking about. They have every way how to beat you because they have 40 ways to beat you. The Ravens, because Henry was stopped dead in his tracks against the Browns. The Ravens couldn't get no rushing yards whatsoever. They put it to them, and what happened? They just turned it around and they beat you through the air. Lamar Jackson, he tore up the Browns. Okay, obviously the defense did well as against the Browns as well, but Lamar Jackson had 225 yards, no turnovers, and 4 touchdowns. So he was killing him. Zay Flowers, 75 yards receiving. But like what I'm saying, even with their running back Henry, he only rushed for 23 yards. That's it. They still blew the doors off the Browns. So the Browns was a better defense than the Lions. So what I'm saying is they could beat you 40 different ways, and the Lions don't have that room for mistakes on their defense.
Yeah, the one thing I will say about the Ravens though is they got the Bills put 40 on them.
True.
Yeah, they're scoring points, but they need to score points. So the Lions offense after a get right game last week, they can score with the best of them. So it's going to be a high scoring game, really high scoring. What did you say the over under was?
53 and a half. The biggest
Yeah,
one this year.
yeah. But I mean, after a 40-41 game last week, I could see it happening. So yeah, that
Yeah.
defense is just disappointing, and Lamar Jackson is going to be another year of him putting the team on his back and seeing how far he can go.
You're right. They drafted Starks, their safety, first round. They signed yeah, they have Malik Starks, Awuzie, Marlon Humphrey, who's healthy. Wiggins is questionable, but you expecting these guys to take the step because last year their passing defense was god awful. They're Swiss cheese or passing defense. The rush defense is going to be hard as hell to rush on them. So if any fantasy bettors have Gibbs and Montgomery, be careful because their rush defense is really good. Um, so with that being said, dude, I'm going to take Lamar Jackson in the 4.5. I'm just going to take Lamar Jackson. Like, look, I trust the Ravens offense to score on the Detroit's defense more than I trust the other way around. I think if they could contain Goff and Montgomery a little bit, I think I believe it's going to be a shootout. But 4.5, I could easily see this game being 36-31, 34, 34-28, that kind of game. So give me the Ravens, the better quarterback and the better running back 4.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one interesting. I'm gonna go Lions. I think that wide receiver room is awesome. Jameson Williams hasn't been dominant yet, but that third wide receiver, Tesla, he's had some
But
insane catches.
dude, yeah.
So I think they're gonna bring him out this week. This is a prime time game, probably the game of the week. I think it's another slugfest, and I think the Lions are going to be able to stick in there with the Ravens and at least cover the 4.5. But I think they could win this one.
Definitely. This is all the potential to be game of the week. I think the Eagles game is game of the week, but we'll say this is the game of the week too. But yeah, all right. Hey, it's gonna be a great game. I'm definitely gonna tune in and watch it I'll watch it from start to finish. So I'll take the Ravens to cover and for the Atom plus the 4.5 points.